Kanye is pumping us and coming extremely hard all over us. And because he is giving us so much Ye content, we are going to explode absolutely everywhere. 3 albums, Bully, World War III, and last but definitely not least, it's looking like we're actually going to get some of his unreleased albums on streaming. More crazy things from Ye himself, and even him just being fucking hilarious.
Textbook Jewish response, like, oh man, that's my kid's uncle. Nigga, you're not talking about how I was on the original Future bounce, and then you put Future on it and then had me bounce, and it's just...
So let's dive into everything, because this video is packed to the brim with info regarding music and more stuff that we didn't know. So let's get right into the video. And before anything, a ton of you watch but are not subscribed. Leave a like, subscribe, it helps my channel out a ton, and we're getting even closer to 50,000 subscribers. All right, I'm gonna try and organize all of this information into the most digestible way for you guys, because as you know, with these streams with Kanye daily in Japan from Digital Nas and Ye, we are going to get a ton of different info. So yeah. Also, if you're in these streams, spam the chat with "let on that note help" or "interview" or something, because it is absolutely criminal for these streams to only have 2,000 to 3,000 viewers max. I could help a lot with that. I mean, we get like 10K on listening party streams. Imagine how much we can get on Kanye making the album. Okay, let's get into everything, and first, of course, start with the new snippets from World War III. And the first song that I'll be showing off is a song that samples "I'm in Love with the Cocoa" called "I'm in Love with the Nitrous." Just here it is.
Do you want to try to play this on this hard ass level? I'm not going to change the level. You can't change it, matter of fact, when it's set at this.
I fell in love with the nitrous, probably on me perfect timing. I know these niggas won't kill me, or I stay in a bulletproof building.
Comment your opinions. Obviously, the sample is pretty clear where Ye says, "I'm in love with the nitrous." I have no words, but yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. This is so obviously a rage bait joke song by Ye. Like, no way this is real, which I'll talk more about that topic after the news, because along with that, we do have another snippet from the album, the song Jared. Here's a look at that.
I'll forgive you.
Oh shit.
And I told him I'm joining the clan, and it's just all a part of my plan, and it's just all a part of my legacy. And I'm giving these niggas the recipe, and my dinners he steady be texting me, and I really hope that I get custody. But my baby mama don't fuck with me, but I had to tell her she suck with me. And they telling me get back on medicine, but I just keep fucking on lesbian.
That's all.
Comment your opinions. Once again, seeming like we are using a Dave Blunt's reference track. I don't know what the obsession is here with Dave Blunt's, but like, it's gotta stop, bro. I don't know. I just can't get behind it. When you have Ye freestyling with his own flow like this, and it's just 10 times better.
No, it's cool. I guess they got the mic right there. I done known it sound, and it's been so many times I got all the time. Say I'm out of my mind, it's been too many nights. I got one more time, and it's too many nights. Been too many times I was. It's been too many nights, too many times I was right, too many times. I came up from a fight too many times. I might have lost a fight too many times. Covered in all the hype too many times. They say I didn't right too many times. They say I wasn't right. I had to fall. I had to fall from the right or wrong niggas. They tell me I'm right or wrong. They niggas hated and love me because I just done it. One from the sun and I live like that fucking, come on. Come on.
We've obviously heard similar tracks to Jared, like track 7. So yeah, this freestyle straight from Ye is definitely the best out of all of these, and something that the fans would love to see. Now, along with all of this, Ye put out a little statement himself about all of the music and fashion stuff that we're getting in the coming weeks and months, and this was in the middle of him trying to break the world record for most tweets in a day. You know what? As much as Kanye yaps about random stuff, that dude is fucking funny, bro. You just can't deny it. Like, if Kanye wasn't a rapper, he'd be a comedian. Even the Future Sounds thing in the beginning, like, just straight comedy. Obviously, we know that World War III is still being worked on, but we now know that Bully is in the mixing stages along with, wait for it, Donda 2. Bang, bro, we got it. And now there were some rumors, and listen, I talked about it. I was a doubter, I won't lie. I said this wasn't going to happen, but it seems like Donda 2 is in the mixing stages, like Kanye said. Digital Nas also said a little bit ago that Donda 2 was coming out. That's when I was a doubter. But yeah, this could be really cool to see. Kanye makes trap music, and it's immediately some of the best out of the genre, so we can't really complain. He obviously also mentioned that Bully is being mixed, like I said, which makes me think that it is mostly done. Digital Nas said on stream that they are still working on it, but it really could just be the finishing touches at this point, especially after we saw V1 a few weeks ago. Along with that, we have had for a few days now an announcement for an official Bully listening party curated by Vanessa B. Croft, who is like this Italian designer, visual art performer type, if you didn't know. And we do have some info about what the set and stage is going to look like as well. So let's take a look into that. Like I said, this is for Bully and not World War III. So it's hopefully going to be completely separate from the whole Free Diddy, Hitler, I'm in love with the nitrous stuff. And after we look at this stage, we can talk about how Bully is kind of separate from World War III and just how this all seems like a character, to be honest. So the description reads that this stage is going to far surpass last year's listening party, which in this case they are talking about the Korea listening party, not the Haiku one, and that it will be a lot more colorful as well. It also says that tickets go on sale on the 25th of April and that we'll get more info on all of that on the 16th, so that is super exciting. I'm really curious as to what this is all going to look like. As much as Ye's tweets bring a different type of attention to him and him going on streams and interviews doing crazy stuff, it can make clips that go viral, but it's not really covered by worldwide news. But if he does some batshit crazy thing at this listening party, like there's levels to this shit. The stadiums, listening parties, and seeing Kanye really be on a worldwide stage once again is going to definitely be something and be extremely interesting. So I have faith that it's going to be good. The crash out wouldn't be this hard if the music wasn't gas, so I'm gonna have faith. And speaking of music not being gas, Ye actually spoke a little bit on the negative reception of Vultures 2. He talked a little bit about how Taylor's label blocked him from not getting the #1, and it was his first album to ever not hit #1. Also spoke about how he thinks Field Trip and 530 are good. And low-key, he's right, you can't lie. Field Trip is pretty gas. 530 is definitely a little questionable with the AI, but I only brought up Ye talking about this because it definitely gives me faith for Bully. I think this is Ye realizing and reflecting that if he puts out slop, it won't automatically go #1. It won't click right away anymore. So the music actually has to be good. And seeing Kanye put in the work for Bully, and honestly, even World War III definitely brings my hype up. These streams have helped a ton, seeing Ye just be chill instead of this caricature of himself that he creates on Twitter where he's just this always constantly angry, crash out, racist person. And that's not the Ye that we all know and love, which he could still have those thoughts, but it's good to see him more chilled out. And maybe the tweets are still coming, but they're not going for literally 48 hours straight in some manic state. So we're making progress and moving. I see it. Now that is most of the music news, but there is still a lot of other information about people turning around Ye, so stick around. He spoke about Travis. That was the clip in the beginning about being taken off of telekinesis, which valid because that song is absolute peak. Also said that he can never make up with Cardi because he talked about his daughter and asked North for a feature. He then went on to speak about Frank Ocean, where we learn about why he said that Frank fell off and could never come back. He said that Frank went to his house in 2016 and told him not to vote for Trump. And last but not least, that Lil Uzi Vert is currently the best freestyler. Ye must know something that we don't. Nah, all jokes aside, I love Uzi, he's the GOAT. But yeah, that's all of the news. But like I said, I do want to talk a little bit about Bully and World War III being so separate. Obviously, we're seeing that listening party without World War III being included for the promotion of it. Bully is obviously the main project here, right? And it kind of seems like World War III is almost bad, I want to say on purpose. And I know like it might sound like I'm just like completely coping here with the fact that World War III is just like Nazi nitrous. I'm in love with, literally, I'm in love with the nitrous slop. But what I think is going to happen is we see Ye and get clips of him making all this bad music. People are panicking, calling him washed. And then he goes and drops Bully, which is a masterpiece. Absolute cinema? I don't know. We'll see what happens, but those are just my thoughts of what we could see happening within the next few months. You guys could comment down below what you think is happening with all of this music, Donda 2, because there is a lot of information. Also, comment any other opinions you have. Share what you think about the snippets, LP, album, stream, anything. Let me know down below. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Follow my Twitter and join my Discord for the fastest music news and great community. All of those links will be down below in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and on that note,